Hello and welcome to the Open Book. This is your host Lakeisha. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, cash app, or buy a coffee. And those links are in the description field of this video. So let's get into this. Now, y'all, recently Holly Johnson has been arrested on the charge of first degree murder. Now, when she went to her hearing, I believe that one of the shocking moments for everyone was to hear that Holly is 7 weeks pregnant. Yes, okay. Now she already has a son, Carson, with Carlos, okay, which is probably he may be around 9 months by now. So not only y'all was she arrested and had to stay in jail, but y'all she is having to stay in jail while being pregnant. Okay, so I wanted to look into what does the pregnant inmates, what do they have to do there at Cook County Jail? Okay, now under Illinois law, pregnant women in county jails, including Cook County, have protections around restraints. So if she's taken to a hospital for a delivery, when it's that time, there are no handcuffs, shackles, or restraints of any kind may be used during transport or labor. Once at the hospital, 2 correction officers may be posted outside the delivery room unless medical staff requests otherwise. Now she has, a bit of time before we get to that part. Now pregnant detainees should get prenatal and postpartum care. The county reports that it provides or facilitates prenatal care, postpartum care, and accommodations for breastfeeding and expressing milk. Now, while pregnant, detainees should be housed in conditions that are not harmful. Okay, so for example, they should not be assigned to a bed more than 3 feet off the floor. And this is to help reduce the risk of any falls. Okay. Detainees also retain their reproductive rights, meaning that they are allowed to make decisions about their pregnancy, such as continuing with the pregnancy or opting for abortion if that is legal and available, even while incarcerated. Now, if a detainee is near the due date or judged likely to give birth while in pretrial detention, there may be a hearing to see whether her continued incarceration is necessary, and non-violent pregnant detainees could be eligible for alternatives such as electronic monitoring rather than being held in jail. Okay. The facility also reportedly works with community organizations and doulas. So, for example, the program Start Early, which is in coordination with Cook County Jail, helps connect pregnant detainees, especially those likely to be released before giving birth, with doula services and post-release support. Now, despite the legal protections and policies, investigations and reports suggest that care is sometimes inadequate. Okay, now there was a recent report by Women's Justice Institute and ACLU of Illinois found that many pregnant or postpartum people in Illinois county jails, including Cook County, reported poor medical care, lacking regular prenatal visits, ultrasounds, blood work, and even basic needs like prenatal vitamins or sufficient nutrition. Some detainees say they were denied adequate food or nutritional support while pregnant, even though under ideal policy, pregnant detainees are supposed to get extra calories. There have also been reports from pregnant prisoners that they felt treated worse while pregnant than when not. Because policy enforcement seems inconsistent across county jails, There's significant variability in how well pregnant detainees are cared for. So, while there are legal protections, they are imperfectly applied. That's sad. Now, there was a report back in 2024 called Expecting Justice, um, and the media coverage described widespread failures across Illinois county jails. Now, some of the recurring problems were some pregnant detainees were denied basic prenatal care, no regular OBGYN visits, no ultrasounds, no blood tests. Some never received prenatal vitamins. Many also reported poor nutrition, not enough food, sometimes severe weight loss during pregnancy, physical mistreatment. One woman reported being handcuffed during medical appointments, including ultrasounds, even though she told officers she was pregnant. In at least one case, a detainee said she was forcibly shackled to a chain around her belly and taken to court doctor appointments despite policies that prohibit such restraints, or at least they should. Some women also reported being ignored by officers even when reporting severe symptoms, bleeding, cramping, high risk pregnancies, sometimes resulting in dangerous or life threatening births. After birth, separation from the baby is common. Many reported being forced to leave their newborns immediately and return to prison. On the institutional side, among 102 Illinois counties surveyed, 28 counties reported no written policy at all for how to handle pregnancy or postpartum care in jail. Not a single county had written policies covering all the recommended categories, such as prenatal care, labor delivery, lactation, postpartum, etc. Now, the policies that do exist are often incomplete, inconsistently enforced, or opaque, meaning even where rules exist, detainees' experiences vary widely, sometimes, y'all, resulting in neglect or abuse. Child, so what does this mean for little Miss Halloween now that she's in jail and pregnant? If a woman is pregnant, y'all, and sent to Cook County Jail, in theory, she should have access to prenatal care, autonomy over her birth choices, freedom from shackling during labor, possible eligibility for release, or monitored alternatives near due date. But in practice, she may face neglect, poor nutrition, denied or delayed prenatal care, possibly shackling or other mistreatment, separation from newborn, lack of postpartum support, depending on how well the jail enforces its policies. And given the documented reports and institutional failures, being pregnant in a county jail remains risky, and outcomes depend heavily on the attitudes and practices of the jail where one is being held. So, being in jail is already not a fun experience, and I've already shared that she doesn't even look like she's cut out to stay in jail. But now is a different story. Holly is pregnant. So we shall see how will this go for her while she's in jail. Will she get the great care that new, well, she is another mom. She's not a new mom. She already has a child. But how will it go? Or will it be one of these type of stories where she's not receiving the proper prenatal care? I don't know. You all tell me your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you all so much for watching today. Make sure you hit that like button. It is for free. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.